The blue economy is where I want that what is good to be cheap. Doesn't it make sense? Shouldn't we have an economic model that produces in such a way that whatever is good for you is cheaper? And therefore we need to have the innovations. Competitive at the economic, social and ecological level. And it must generate jobs. I refuse any innovation that's not generating jobs. I think this madness of trying to eliminate jobs at all costs must be stopped. It cannot be a societal model. In that blue economy, we have to stop doing less bad. There's a young boy who's just been caught thieving again, and he's standing in front of the judge. And he tells the judge, "Your Honor, I'm sorry. I promise you I will steal less." What do you think will be the reaction of the judge? I think he's going to send him to jail. There's a company that's been massively polluting, and they pollute 80% less. And what do we do with them? We give an environmental award. I don't get it. How come we have come to a system where we award people for doing less bad? Shouldn't we reward doing more good? We have a double moral. And therefore, we don't have to be surprised that children become violent and upset with the system, because they sense the double moral. We need to do more good, and it can only start locally. Business is about creating the tissue of a local community where you have a base, where you're home. Agriculture. In South Africa, I have the largest citrus farms of Africa. In the globalized market, citrus from South Africa cannot compete against the Moroccans, cannot compete against Israelis, it cannot compete, and therefore consultants flew in. And they suggested that they had to lay off about half of the staff. They had to embrace some serious fertilizers. They had to start irrigating more systematically. And a complete plan was being drawn up with one little detail that was overlooked, that this was a cooperative. So you don't lay off half of the people. This is just next to the Kruger Park. But you have these lodges, and next to the lodges you have the farm. So starting from the proposal that it's non-competitive, we started weaving a series of businesses. If you have a fruit farm, you have fruits. Obvious. When you have juice, then you have the peels of the juice. Now the peel of an orange has a chemical in there that is called D-limonene, which is an excellent detergent. And the detergent means that you should become the laundry service for the lodges. The proposal is that the irrigation water is used to do the laundry, but if the only chemical ingredient is the extract from your citrus peels, then that water is great to be put straight onto the land. And of course, if you have fruits, then you have prunings. And on the prunings, we farm mushrooms. Because the mushrooms, we can use as firewood or construction, but the waste substrate after having harvested the mushrooms has enriched the substrate with amino acids, so now it becomes a feed. Pruning. The mushroom substrate you can give to your chickens or your pigs. And so the pigs can eat, and from the pigs you get some biogas. Now let's look at this together, the numbers. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 9 cash flows. Instead of going into the mindset we have to cut costs to be competitive around the globe, we say we're going to generate more money with what we have. And as a result, we can compete with the oranges on the global market. We hell don't care about the world market price anymore. Whatever the Israelis and the Moroccans are offering, we're under. Because we have 8 other cash flows. We can do that. That's the kind of thinking we need. And the result is that this farm has now doubled the number of employees. Double employment and become more competitive. Now that's the kind of message we got to bring out.